everybody. Welcome back to Backstage Bimbo TV. My name is Allison Rouse, your most notorious groupie, and author of We've Got Tonight, The Life and Times of Notorious Groupie. Me. That's right, folks. Welcome back, 2022 and New Year. New good things are happening. And for today's cocktails and rocktails, we're going old school. We're going back to, that's right, Metallica. But this is not part 3 of the Denver trip. For part 3 of the Denver trip, it is coming, but I have a surprise. I may not be alone for that one. Really? So hang on for that one, guys. But we're going back to the Injustice tour. We're going to be joined in the story by Davini, who I talked about in the first time I meet Dave Mustaine. And she was a very, very integral part of the Salt Lake City Welcoming Committee. She was one of the 4 original group, Kristen, Danny, me, and Davini. That's who it was. That was our little group of terror groupies. We were bitches. We were just cool as fuck. But anyway, and Davini, she had just the sweetest little full lips and the face of a girl next door, but the personality or the sense of humor of a sailor on leave. I loved her. She was so awesome. She's the one that taught us how to do the gurgle, 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 gurgle. It was another Metallica night, the night of the ABCs, when we were doing stupid human tricks. Anyway, so we're going to talk a little story from the Injustice tour, and it was a fun one. And for today's cocktail, we're going to do something called the Cuff and Buttons. You'll find out why. So everybody, grab your cuffs, undo your buttons. Let's have a little cocktails and rocktails, shall we? Cheers, big ears. That's really good. But, whiskey. I used Crown Royal for this one because I just had it around. But actually a really good, nice whiskey drink. Really enjoy that. Shocker. Okay, so anyway, this is one random night on the Injustice tour. We were all out on the road. I believe it was Denver, maybe Seattle. And just a bunch of us everybody was down at the hotel bar. There was Danny and Lars, me and James, Davini and her guy. Kristen at this time was over in Hawaii or down in Florida because she had left Utah for a while and lived in Hawaii with her dad and then went down to Florida for about a year or so. Anyway, so we're all just hanging out at the bar. There's their tour manager Ian, there's Dougal the Wonder roadie, Lars's old drum tech. I don't know if he still is, but just a lot of the, Metallica fam. And back then, the family of Metallica was the Road family. So we're all just hanging out, being stupid, getting drunk, as you do. Hotel bar. A lot of people ask me today where to meet the band. Still at the goddamn hotel bar. We're still there drinking. Having good times. Maybe not so much in this day and age right now. But, yeah, still pretty much. Anyway, so we're just kind of bored, and we decide to go upstairs. It was James and Lars, and it was James, me, Davini, her guy, and another one of the roadies. I believe it was Dougal. I always called Dougal the Wonder roadie because don't know what he did. I wondered what he did besides get paid. He was an English guy. I still have the lucky pound he gave me ages and ages ago. So anyway, we all decide we're going to go upstairs and smoke some weed. As I do, because, in case you haven't noticed, I like to smoke weed. And, we're all, as you will find out later, because you will hear some interaction between me and somebody in this story, what kind of really sarcastic, smart asses, just funny girls we all are together. It was hilarious. So we're all upstairs just smoking weed. And I think it was James that got the idea. We were in Dougal's room, in one of the roadies' rooms, just a regular, with one bed. Davey and I were sitting on the bed. James was sitting across with me, and I had my legs kicked up on him. Davini's guy was across from her, and Dougal had a chair pulled up. And for some reason, he pulled out handcuffs. why people are carrying handcuffs on the road in their suitcase, I don't even need to ask. I know why. Anyway, so we're just sitting there, and Dougal all of a sudden gets this brilliant idea. Hey, we should handcuff you girls together. Okay. What are we going to hope you have the keys? Then he showed the keys, so he had the keys, right? And as we're just sitting there, we're handcuffed together, we're smoking weed, and we're just kind of joking around about the handcuffs. And James all of a sudden leans back. He goes, I bet you anything, because obviously, as you know by the bow in James's hair, that was a bet. We're kind of a betting crowd, a daring and betting crowd. So he says, I bet you anything you guys can't get your change clothes through those handcuffs. Hi, James, have you met me? Yes, I'm sure you have. Don't, number one, and he's even said double dog dare you. No, don't you double dog dare you, because I will double fuck that shit up. That dare will be beaten up, put to rest, laid away, never to be topped again. So, Davey and I just kind of look at each other. All right. So we start, and then they thought it would be so funny if we changed the clothes, and went downstairs to show it off. If we could do it. But the bets were laid down on the table, and only Davey and I betted that we could do it. The three guys betted that we could not do it. Again, James, have you not learned? Did you not learn by that point? Never bet against me, because I will fuck you up every time. I will make you lose that bet. So, of course, Davey and I, we just sort of assess the situation. I'm wearing pants and a cute little shirt, little boots, She's wearing a dress, so we realize we're going to have to give her my pants, and we figured it out. We did it, and with a little bit of help from James and, Dave and his guy, and Dougal giving, being, what's the guy, the instructor in the background. He's, the guy with the plane thing. He's, all right, now move to the left and maybe put that over this cuff. And, but we did it. We motherfucking did it. We changed clothes through those handcuffs, albeit the dress, the clothes were wrong side out, because once you got them past the cuff, like we had to pull the dress through the shirt, and it was just all so complicated logistics. It was crazy. Only geniuses of brassieres and stuff could figure this out. And that would be me and Davey. Because the guys doing whatever they were doing in the background was just getting us nowhere. They would try and tell us to do one thing, no, fuck no, it's not getting us anywhere. So we get the clothes changed, and voila, we win. We won the bet. And part of it was the guys had to go up and down the hallway in their knickers. Because like I said, we're a betting crowd. This is one of many bets we made hanging out with these guys. So, what they do? All right, go. Took out James's shirt. He's like, no. And they're all trying to resist. And me and David were like, dude, Dougal just stripped right down to his, he didn't have no knickers, let's face it. We made him put a towel on. Okay, Dougal. Whoa. So, yeah, we made him strip down, run up and down that hallway. And, we all told them they had to run from one end to the other and back to the room. Like, they had to go down there, and then back to the room. Oh, those boys kept running all over the place, scaring people at the elevator, opening up the maid's elevator door or the maid's room door, We had to tell them, all right, boys, hurry up, get back in the room. So, and to finish off the bet, we had to go down to the hotel bar where everybody was and see how long they noticed before Davey and I had switched clothes and were handcuffed together. So we just all go down there all normal, Me and James is on this side. Davey's got her guy. Dougal's leading the way. The little marching band guy. Doo-doo-doo. And, Davey and I are sitting there. We're hoisted. Nobody notices the handcuffs. Or maybe they did and they didn't say anything. And it wasn't until, 45 minutes later, Lars turns around and goes, wait a minute. Weren't you wearing pants? What did you do with your pants, Allison? Like I would just lose my pants. Okay, yeah, I might have lost my pants once or twice. Another Metallica bet. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Ooh, that is strong. But so good. So anyway, yep. So it took about 45 minutes for everybody to realize, for Lars to realize that I was no longer wearing pants. And Danny turns around and says, not the first time she's lost her pants. It wasn't. It wasn't. So anyway, yeah. And then we won the bet, like I said, and it was on camera. The guys in the security and were watching it back and forth because we saw them from the front desk watching James and Davine's guy and Dougal run all over the place with their knickers. And I think Dougal was even doing the cowboy down the hallway with his towel. Woohoo! See, when you're with the band, security rarely ever gets called unless another guest of the hotel complains. Everybody on that floor was with the band, so no one was complaining. Because everybody's down at the hotel bar. There was no one on the floor. So there we go, guys. There's another one of our silly little antics with Metallica. Like I said, we made so many stupid little bets, even one where we had to shave our heads. Just like the side. Like the boys that had it back in... We'll get into that one later. The second we knew we lost that bet and the sound of those clippers... I still have twitches to this day. Being held down. Anyway, there you guys go. There's another one of my silly little nights with James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, and the rest of the boys. Lots more of those to come. Like I said, number 3 from Denver, part 3 is coming. But I'm going to have a surprise for you guys. So, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button and hit my bells. And don't forget, this is my merchandise. This is Lars. And he probably said this little statement, got a bump. No, too bad. I do. On the Injustice Tour, more than likely. Because everything on the t-shirts are things that people said or things that I said. And it is a joke around those people. So it's no skin off anybody's back. It's not meant to be mean. It's just tongue-in-cheek. So, like I said, 50% of you are not subscribed to me, but you're watching me. You're haunting me. Quit ghosting me and let me meet you. I'm cool. And I like to meet the people that come to my channel and support and believe in me. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bells, and we'll see you next week for a little more Cocktails and Rocktails. Cheers, big ears.